I'm here today, Chairman, at Camp Rockfish with Miss Darlene Ransom. Can you tell us what your purpose is for being here?
Yes, I am the coordinator of the Dreamcatcher Project, which is a grant project through the Cumberland County Schools Office of Indian Education.
So tell us, how did that come about, and what are you doing with that today?
Well, it's a 4-year grant, and it's a dropout prevention grant. We serve 5 high schools, and those are Southview, Douglasburg, Cape Fear, Grace Creek, and Jack Britt. Jack Britt. We just added Jack Britt. So if I forget to say Jack Britt, it's because we just added it this school year. Okay. And this is our first ever Dreamcatcher camp. It's a day camp. We've got 40 students. They are high school students, and they're 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students. 10th, 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students. Okay. And again, it's a day camp. It's filled with lots of activities. Today being Tuesday, August the 11th, is Movers and Shakers in Indian Country. Okay. So we have highlighted and spotlighted just a fraction of the American Indian population that are successful and leaders. It's important that our students see that.
Right. As we were in there just a minute ago, we were able to see some of the speakers that you guys did bring in, and they're actually in there right now having one-on-one time, being able to ask them questions about, how to get to that spot and about education, highlighting that, like you said. Right. What else is going on with this grant? What else can you tell me about this?
Yesterday, we kicked it off with a mini powwow for yesterday morning. Right. And we had Dr. Jean Ness from the University of Minnesota. She came and did a curriculum. We have a curriculum with this project, and she just highlighted some of the points that are important with that. Tomorrow is fun. We're doing outdoor activities tomorrow. We're doing ropes, we're doing team building, archery, so it's a full day outside. And Thursday is University Day. Okay. We're going to be at UNC Pembroke. We're going to meet with the admissions counselors, financial aid. We're going to have lunch on campus. We're going to tour the museum, because many of our students have never even left Cumberland County. I know that's hard to believe, yes, but they haven't even left Cumberland County. So they certainly haven't been on a university's campus. Right. And we want that to be second nature. We want them to feel comfortable on a university campus, and we want that to be their dialogue, their conversation, and catch that dream of going to college.
So it sounds like you got a whole lot of activities planned for these guys. So they're going to have loads of fun experiencing all the things that you guys have planned out for them and highlighting education all around the board. Well, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back and speak with the director over this program, and have her tell us a little bit more about what's going on here at Camp Rockfish. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, Chairman, we're back here at Camp Rockfish. I'm here with the director, Ms. Trudy Locklear of Indian Education of Cumberland County Schools. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on here today as well?
Absolutely, I'd love to. First of all, I'd like to tell you that today is our first ever camp at Camp Rockfish. It's a day camp for high school students. We're conducting this camp for 5 days. Okay. This again is our second day. This is Tuesday, and this is our tribal day. So we have movers and shakers here from across Indian Country who are talking to our students about their professions and how they got to the place they are today.
How did you come about being director over Indian Education, and
what
does it mean to you to actually be here today and doing this?
You asked me to talk about something that's very, very dear to my heart. I came into Cumberland County Schools directly out of college. I majored in home economics, if you can believe that, and I didn't know what I was going to do. I just knew that I wanted to teach. And Indian Education, it was the first year for Indian Education in Cumberland County. So I was hired on as one of 3 people, and we were called Youth Development Specialists. They trained us once we got on board in Cumberland County with the school district to be school social workers. And our job was to identify the American Indian students in Cumberland County, and then to develop a program for them to help them be more successful in the school district.
Awesome. That's really good. Now, what else is, I know that Miss
Ransom.
Yes, Ms. Ransom was telling us that you guys had speakers today and what the days were following, and they're going to be on UNCP campus later on this week. What else is going to be going on that these kids are going to be involved in?
Well, on Friday we will. That is the last day of the camp, and that's the day that we take a look and revisit what we've done all week and reflect back upon those activities to see what the students have actually gained from this experience. Like I said, this is our first camp. These are our first students. They're setting a precedent for students coming after them. We hope to do this every year. We certainly can do this for 4 years because we have a 4-year grant. So we're really excited about this. But I'd also like to tell you about the Total Indian Education program in Cumberland County Schools.
Tell me about that.
Okay. We service Indian students, we say, from birth to transitioning to college, and we actually have programs in place that does that. We have a program that's called Native Circles. It starts with children before they're born. We work with expectant mothers, and we work with children with expectant mothers and families with children ages 0 to 3. Then at age 4 and 5, we actually work with our 4 and 5-year-olds, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds before they enter kindergarten in a literacy program. We have them signed up with the Dolly Parton program. They get a book each month. Our literacy person goes into the home. They read those books with the children. They do activities with them. They also do activities with the parents, helping them with parenting skills. We also relate this back to the culture, and that's the beauty of this. And 6 times a year, we get all of our parents together in our preschool programs, and we actually have group activities for those children and for those families. And it's just so exciting. We go to parks, we go to Fascinate You, we go downtown to Kids Stuff that's sponsored by Smart Start, which is one of our, it is the funder for the preschool program. It's Smart Start and Partnership for Children in Cumberland County. Then we move on to the elementary program. In elementary and in middle school, we have a tutoring program, and that is funded through Title VII funds. That's a federal grant that comes directly to the school system from Washington, D.C., from the Office of Indian Ed, and we tutor students who are not proficient in reading and in math. And we have 3 ladies that go into, we're actually serving about 12 or 13 elementary and middle schools providing those tutoring services. Then from that, we've got a state dropout prevention grant, and this is our first year with this grant. We're also working with middle school students. You know, kids don't drop out of school when they get to high school. They drop out before they get there. So we are encouraging these kids to get on board, to do things that they need to do right now, which is come to school and do their work. If they need tutoring, this person's there in place to hook them up with tutoring in the schools, to hook them up with tutoring in our Indian education program. And then at the high school level, those middle school students, of course, will transition into the Dreamcatcher project. So we're covering students, like we said, before birth through elementary, middle, high school, transitioning to college. So we're very excited here in Cumberland County to be able to do this for our Indian families and children.
It sounds that way. It sounds like you guys have a phenomenal program going on. And here at Rockfish, with this being the first time, with them being able to be here and, like you said, setting that precedent, it's a great thing. And I thank you so much for taking your time out today to speak with us and enlighten us on what's going on here and how to get other children involved. I just want to thank you so much. Here from Rockfish Camp, it concludes our segment, and we thank you guys so much and talk to you next time.
All right. Thank you to the Lumbee tribe for coming out and being with us today. This is so exciting.
Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.